then it's still something that we can put on the table. It's not off the table. Thank you very much. So it's almost time for us to end the meeting. However, I still want to take some questions. So I'll take questions from 2 more people, right? So that we can go back to our various activities. So Richard Donko, please unmute yourself and speak. And please limit your questions to 1, okay, so that we can move faster. Thank you. Please go ahead, Richard.
All right. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I want to say that just my colleague who mentioned human rights abuse. You see, when it comes to this ride arrangement that you are having, we are your. So you don't like what you just call this meeting and you are letting us know the plans you have. We are your major stakeholders. So instead of the side events of having fun, I think that you should rather have a workshop where you call us and then you make presentations with your plans, then you take our inputs. You let us know how you feel about what we are experiencing on the rider. And I feel that I'm not ready to serve the person. Maybe the person is rude. The person has more than the required number of people to come in their car. Sometimes they even have, they are moving out of their houses. So fridges and certain utensils and stuff, they want to put in the car. And I decide I don't want to really serve the customer. And you reduce my ratings. Meanwhile, you are having a promotion for me to get something. And you reduce it. It becomes a rip-off. But when you get the inputs, then it can inform you, how do we now measure the driver ratings? Do we check with the driver too before we see whether what the customer is saying is correct? Sometimes they order wrongly and they cancel and they reorder. And all this go into our ratings. I'm in a traffic, a request has come, I've received. The person thinks that the time for me to get to his or her destination or pickup point is long. Then they cancel. Then you reduce my rating. Why wouldn't you say if the customer cancels without the consent of the driver, it's not affecting the driver's ratings? So when you bring the condition for us to get the bonuses and you add driver ratings to it, and you pick and choose how you reduce it, then it means you are really infringing on our rights. If the driver has the opportunity to decide how I serve the person, because I bought my car, I buy my fuel, I really clean my car and stuff like that. If the person is rude and I don't want to serve him, why do you reduce my ratings? It's the same thing with you. If you see a driver who disrespects, a driver who doesn't want to go by the rules and regulations, you take him off the platform because he or she is not making both popular. It is your decision. So when it comes to our decision to decide, don't use it to penalize us. That is what the guy was trying to make. So I would like you to rather put something together like a workshop to bring us for us to discuss. Then you take the decisions. Then we are in it together.
Okay.
So if it is safety, it is insurance, or it is a full issue that we are going through, then we know that we are together. But when you decide and then you call us and you ask and we ask questions, you even limit how much you can even see. It doesn't seem worthwhile or whether we would like to work with you. So I want you to really have a look at it and do a workshop so that we can give you inputs. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And this roundtable was generally to just put forward what is happening with regards to the VAT charge, right? That was the main purpose for this, just to inform you and let you know what is coming, right? So that you all be aware and have an understanding. And with workshops and then events, we hold driver events at different times. We can have multiple ones, right? We've had one at the beginning of the year and we're about to have another one. And the workshop is always on the table to do. So that is something we can do. It's not like we can do it. So it's something we'll think about. We have even had sessions with other drivers, with our product team, right? Just for them to give us suggestions and then to tell us their views on some of the things that are happening. This is something we have done, right? So it's not something we can't do. We can do it. So thank you very much for the suggestion, and then we'll keep that in mind going forward. Right? Thank you very much, Richard. So thank you. We'll move to the last question, and please be brief about it. Right? I know we all have our activities. Some people would want to go back and would also want to go back to the various things that we do. Right? So please be brief. We would call the next person. That is Original Leslie, if that is correct. So Original Leslie, you can unmute and then go ahead with your question or suggestion.
Good morning, Esther. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Esther, can you hear me? Hello?
Hi, we can hear you, Leslie.
I have a small problem. We are not more seeing our ratings on the app. Why? Hello, Esther.
Hello?
You hear my question?
Do you mean you don't see your driver ratings? If so, okay. Just assume the driver score is your new driver ratings. Okay. We right now we consider your driver score as your driver ratings. I think you are part of the old driver, so you appreciate the driver ratings more than the driver score. That's why you are asking that. Hello, Original Leslie. I think we lost you.
All right, so it looks like we have lost Leslie there. Okay, so we'll take one last question. This one, the last one. Sorry for keeping you guys, but we'll take one last question from George Henaku. If you could unmute yourself and then speak.
Good morning once again. Please,
good morning.
This is my worrying about. You see the today's earning. So you people have given the rider a bonus, but the money will be added to the today's earning. Meanwhile, the money that you, the driver, having is not up to the money boat has put in there. So how do you go about that? Because if you have given a rider bonus like 10 CD, then I'm taking like 20 CDs. My earnings supposed to be like 20 CDs for that, but it shouldn't be like 30 CD. Then at the end of the day, when you calculate your money, you've worked like 200 CD. Meanwhile, you are having like 150 CDs. How do you go about it? If you can improve it, it will help us.
Yeah, Hinako. So that's why if you check in the presentation, we presented the earnings breakdown to you. So the earnings does not only have the money that you have taken as in cash, okay? So the earnings also include the bonuses that you've won, the compensations that have been given to you because maybe you requested for a price review or something. and was added. Okay, it has all that components and also discounts that were given to riders, all make up to all that is what adds up to be your earnings. So because we want to be as frank with you as possible or as transparent as possible. That's why we have that breakdown. So when you click on your earnings, you see the breakdown there. And when you see your cash there, you see how much cash you have taken. Okay. And followed by that, you see the compensated cash discount. That's discount that we're giving to riders. That's been added to your balance. And then you have compensations to that has been done by Go to you. That will also be added, and your bonuses also be there. So that's what your earnings is about. And after the earnings, you see your expenses as well. So expenses is maybe what you paid to both, or maybe some deductions that's been done. Okay, all that is on the earnings side. So the earnings is just so that we are transparent to you to show you how much you've earned that day. Okay, it doesn't mean that how much you have in terms of cash. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. It's 11:30 now, so we'll end our session here. And with regards to the VAT charge, we'll follow up with an email so you can read and then it's 1st July. That's from tomorrow. Tomorrow, I believe, is 1st July. So that's when it will be implemented, and then you can see the breakdown on your invoice, your commission invoices as well. Right. So thank you so much for joining. It was really important to us that you were here, and I really appreciate you for being here. We'll equally follow up with an email to every driver on what we spoke about here today. Right. So that appreciate you. And then you can all go back to your various activities. Thank you for being here, and then we'll speak again later. All right, have a good day, everyone.
And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thanks once again.